Right now, we have seen that one of the biggest challenges for Christians around the world, especially those between China and Jerusalem, has been the online monitoring surveillance that has increased a lot from governments around the world. I mean, right now we can see inside of China that anytime you make a purchase, you have a new friend, you're sending out a message, all of that is being used by the government, not just to monitor Christians, but to persecute Christians. And so we thought, how are we going to combat this? So for the first time, Back to Jerusalem put together this hackers conference where believers that are involved in coding and gaming and writing programs and also hacking. And we thought, would it be possible to start a social media site dedicated for Christians, especially those that are living in closed countries? It's not possible. I mean, if you look at Twitter or Facebook or WeChat, these guys have entire cities dedicated to making your online experience profitable, to make it enjoyable. How are we going to do it with only a couple people at Back to Jerusalem? What was great is that these dedicated hackers from around the world that are believers said, I think that we could do it. You've been one of our main people kind of putting together this social media site for Christians in closed countries. So dingdash.com is built on this kind of platform, this idea.
Independent communities all together that form one large, pretty much society. So if they tear a site down, you can easily put one back up.
One of the reasons why we call it dingdash.com, Morse code was used during World War II to be able to communicate secret messages in enemy waters or enemy territory. A series of dings and dashes or dots and lines were used in order to communicate with people.
Ding, dash, 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 ding, 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 dash, ding, 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 ding. That says Jesus.
The dingdash.com logo is Jesus in Morse code.
That's the heart of all this.
Yeah, it is. If you're a social media site, for the most part, you're going to be, starting up in America. I mean, that's the place to kind of launch from, right? You just came in and you shared about it in this business group that we have here in Vietnam.
The response was incredible. We had many people sign up this past week.
This is launching in the 1040 window in the area between China and Jerusalem because that's our focus. And if it spreads to the West, great, but our main focus is the underground church, the persecuted church. Living in Pakistan, I want to get on social media that I can communicate with my friends, but I don't want it to be something that would be sold to the government, controlled by the government, or used to persecute me as a Christian.
If you go to dingdash.com and click sign up here.
Did you type in your password? Because I didn't see it. I didn't know if the security guy was going to let me see his password be typed in. No, I'm joking. So there are places like Vietnam where they have access to almost everything. India, Nepal, Bhutan. Those are the first places that we're focused on. For those of you that are followers with Back to Jerusalem, if you want to follow what we're doing, now we're going to put stuff up on regular social media, Facebook, YouTube, those kind of things, but there will be certain things that we only talk about on dingdash.com. And if you want to be connected with the missionary community, I think this is one of the best ways, and here's why. When you are on Facebook, when you're on Twitter, when you're on YouTube, when you're on WeChat, there is an entire community out there making a lot of noise. I mean, you have visual noise that is competing for your competition. How many friends do you have that you don't even know who they are and they're not believers? Here's the thing about dingdash.com. You get immediately connected with a community that is living between China and Jerusalem. And it's such a small community right now that it's like being in a small town. It is a community where you can learn people's names, you can learn what people are doing on the field on a regular basis. It's a great way to stay connected with grassroots missions in the area between China and Jerusalem. So if you're with Back to Jerusalem and you want to pray with more targeted prayers, sign on to dingdash.com. That's one of the best ways to stay connected with the Christian community between China and Jerusalem.